So if the nose is clear, breathing in and out the nose. Notice the breath. Notice the length of your natural inhalation and exhalation. Let's honor this practice with our hands together at the heart. Honor the time that you have set aside for yourself. And indulge yourself in your practice today. Explore your ranges of motion, matching the breath with the movement. Check in on your body. How does your body feel? Where do you need more focus for today? Let your hands rest over your thighs as you take a few more breaths here. Check into where you need focus. If you feel tightness behind the eyes, then breathe there. So I would like you to pick a spot for our practice today. A spot that needs more focus, more breath, more attention. And breathe there. Notice what this spot needs. And be open to the answer. Let's breathe together as one. Take a full exhalation. Even though we are apart, we connect with the breath and with our intention. Long breath in through your nose. Out through the nose. Feel the wideness across the chest and the heart. Anchor into the sit bones. A long inhalation without forcing, without pressing. Ride the wave of your breath. And as you exhale, allow your eyes to open and bring the arms in close to the sides. So your upper arms and elbows are in and the palms face up and rotating outward as if you're just drawing your shoulder blades together and then in again, parallel to each other. So I want to focus here, that place between your shoulder blades. I refer to this as the back of the heart. So notice when the back closes, the front opens. And they work together, an opening, stabilizing. And feel this as just sort of pumping in blood flow right between the shoulder blades, warming up this area. And then stay here, open the elbows, keep them bent, draw them back as if you could squeeze and touch the elbows together. So this is a little pumping in. And I would like you to breathe out the mouth as you pull the elbows in. Squeeze. You're not stretching out completely with the arms. Get that pumping action, warming up that space right between the shoulder blades. Keep going. So as you exhale, draw abdominals in also. Keep going. Squeezing, draw your elbows back a little bit more. Good. And 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come in. Stretch one arm forward and the other arm. Just a punch. There'll be a slight rotation as you stretch, so you can either press the palm forward or squeeze the fingers in, either way. Get that movement into the torso. Rotating. 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stretch one arm up, the other arm down. Hand on the floor beside and reach. So here, get the shoulder blade. You can slide it up. You don't have to bring it down. Slide it away from the hips, from the ribs. Really reach. Start straight up. Especially on those cold mornings, it's good to get the blood flow, movement, opening up the side body. Same breath pattern, out through the mouth, in through the nose. Start crossing over. Good. 8. 4 more. 1. Come up and bring your feet slightly forward, soles of the feet together. This one I'm just going to turn. Fingertips on the floor. Roll your shoulders back and down. Lift up under the chest. Draw your elbows back a little bit and arch the back like our cow pose or a little cobra. Bring your head forward. Bring your arms to the side. You're going to rotate in from shoulders, round your back. Exhale. Open up again. Fingertips back. Roll the shoulders back and down and lift as much as you can, keeping the sit bones down. Bend the elbows. Head up, arms to side, and then rounding. Opening, fingertips down, roll the shoulders back and down, lifting. And stretch the front of the neck. Head up. And then rounding, rotating inward from your shoulders so the back of the hands come together. Now reach all the way up. And just going to move yourself a little bit more forward to the short end or top of mat and bring your feet together or parallel to each other. There'll be a space between the feet. Hands behind. Plant your feet on the floor. Roll the shoulders back and down. And exhale, lifting up. And then sitting down. So options with the head and neck, looking towards the knees, looking to the ceiling, or letting your head relax back, if that feels right. And then sink the hips down. Again, first roll the shoulders back and down, lift the chest like you did before, press feet into floor, and lift your hips up. Down again. And this time, bring your hands right behind your knees, half roll back. So exhale to round, coming up and lengthening up. And exhale to round, coming up, lengthen up. Exhale to round, up, arms up. Exhale, rounding back. Keep reaching forward with those fingertips. Pull yourself up. Open the arms. Rotate in from shoulders, round back. Back of the hands come towards each other. Coming up. Lift up. So you have this round flexion of the body, even to the top crown of the head, follows the line of the spine. Inhale, come up and lengthen up. 2 more. Breathe. You can even flex here as long as you keep your feet on the floor, anchored down, and lengthen up. And last one, exhale. Come up, lengthen up. This time we're going to go all the way down. So nice and slow, your lower back touches, your mid back touches, your upper back touches, lengthen through. Draw your feet in, your arms overhead. Inhale, come up, and exhale, arms down. Bridge, roll yourself away from the floor, peel yourself up, lengthen the back of the neck. Rolling down, upper back, mid back, lower back, all the way down. Bend your elbows. Peel yourself off the floor. Lower back starts, mid back, upper back. Start to warm up the back body. Roll down, upper back, mid back. Can you lengthen out that lower back a little bit more and all the way down? Again. Breathing out to lift up. Breathing in to stay. Breathing out to come down. All the way down. And just open your arms like a T for easy twist. Open your feet the width of your mat, or at least a wider than hip width, and let your knees drop side to side. So you want to keep both shoulder blades on the floor, just an easy warm up into the lower back. And you might even feel this if you're tighter in the front of the hips, thighs, you might feel it there. Side to side. Check in on your spot again if you chose one here at the beginning of class. What poses help you? Yeah. Come back to the center, pull abdominals in and lift one leg at a time up to your 90 degree. Reach your arms up to the ceiling and flex the upper back off the floor for 1. Lie down and stretch one leg out to get into our core muscles. Bring your leg in as your arms go up. And as you flex or curl here, stretch your other leg out, maintaining lower back down. Down again. Arms overhead, maintaining the entire back and head on floor. As your arms go up, that sets you up for the flexion. The arms follow the line of the shoulders, reaching out. Inhale, arms up, and exhale down. So we're going to add some tempo. Exhale for 1, 2. And as we go through our practice, if there's things that are challenging for you, instead of thinking, what is this pose doing to me? You can focus on what is it doing for you. So change your perspective. Instead of what is it doing to me, to what is it doing for me? 4, 3. Breathe out. Keep going. 1 more. All the way down. So touch your toes on floor, arms overhead. Give yourself a big stretch here. Lengthen through the spine. Don't worry about keeping your lower back down. And as the arms come up, Bring one leg in, press your leg into your hand and lift yourself up, rolling up. And you're going to roll right onto the stomach. So remember, I am using a different mic today. If it does something weird for you, then just give me some feedback so you don't go through the class frustrated. There's enough going on there. So arms to side, exhale. Inhale, coming up, pull your chest forward to a low or a high cobra, stretching out the abdominals, and then bring yourself back down again. Inhale to rise up, reach your legs back, roll your shoulders back and down. So instead of pressing into your back, get that suction, the chest pulls forward, the toes on floor, lengthen also to lower. So we're not collapsing, we're lengthening down. One more. Inhale to rise up. And exhale to lower down. So we're going to do a stretch opening front of chest and shoulders. So the first one, I'll have my back to you, but bring your right arm out to the side. Bring your legs together, and my other arm will bend like a push-up pose for a pusher. So I lift that left leg up and then wrap it around and stay here. Now, I know some people are more flexible here. So if you're not getting a stretch, come on back, bend your elbow in a 90 degree and then go again. And see if that gives you a better stretch for your chest, for your shoulders. Stay here, breathe. And bring yourself back onto stomach and draw that arm in. Other arm out to side. So I have my left arm out and I lift my right leg. So some people might want a blanket under head. See if you can relax. Maybe the mic is smashing onto the floor and breathing in and out. So where do you get a stretch? At the chest and the shoulder. Relax in the pose. Keep breathing. Return to inhale and exhalation through the nose. And slowly bring yourself back again. Bring your arms in, hands under shoulders, tuck your toes, lifting up with the toes tucked under. Press yourself back. Walk your hands forward. As far forward as you can, head is down. Breathe. One more. Bring yourself up. Place your lower arms on the floor for a dolphin prep. So I like to do this with feet together, knees apart. Walk your elbows a little more forward. Bring your hands together. Send your hips back and up. Head down. And bend the elbows. So Anahatanasana, heart melting pose. Breathe here. One more. Arms down. Bring yourself up, hands under shoulders. Your knees come in parallel to each other. Tuck your toes and just lift your knees up. So I want you to focus on keeping just the knees hovering over floor and then down again. So you've got about maybe 3 or 4 centimeters underneath the knees. So think of the sit bones rising up and down again. Keep the back nice and flat. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. One more. Exhale to lift up, stay here. So if this bothers your knees will be on the floor. Lift your right leg out to the side and stay for 1 and down and up. 2, without lifting the other knee up. I know. Some strengthening poses. Last 2. Breathe. Change your leg up and down. 8. Abdominals strong. Side. Ooh, keep that knee over the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Place your knees down. Stretch your right leg back. Keep both hands on the floor for a circle. Down, in, out to the side, and up. Keep the knee bent. In, side, and up. So we'll warm up in the hips as well. In, side, up. One more. In, side, lift up. So the leg that's up, my right leg up, so the left elbow comes down on the floor. Press into the heel that's up, and a little pulse for the leg. 1. Up and down. Press, press, up and down. Good. Now open up the hip and bring your knee to that upper arm, shift forward. And maybe you can even rest it on that upper arm and then bring it back behind you. Maintain a bent knee. And forward. 1. And shift back. Pull abdominals in to shift forward. 2. And round, shift back. And last 2. And back. And last 1. And wrap it around. And then bring your knee in. And sit back to a balasana pose, a child pose. Hands reach forward, head comes down. Just stay there. And then bring yourself up again, hands and knees. Stretch your left or other leg back. Reach it up and pull knee to chest. And then out to the side. From here on, just keep the knee bent. Start from your center. Pull abdominals in, knee to side and up. So you might have what's called a soft elbow here. It's fine. In, side, and lift. Warm up the hips, the core. Get some mobility going. One more. And up. Now opposite, lower arm, elbow down. The leg is up, flex, press into the heel, a little pulse. 1. Other arm is out in a diagonal, a 90 degree. 4, 3, 1. Now knee, hip open, knee to side. Bring your knee to that upper arm for 1. Shift forward and wrap it around. Look for your big toe. And 4, 1. And back. Pull abdominals in, shift 2. And wrap. And shift 3. Here comes the last one. And 1. And wrap it around. Pull your knee in and sit back, balasana. This time bring your arms around and your palms face up. Curl your fingers in towards your wrist and head down. One more deep breath. And roll yourself up. So if it's not comfortable on knees, you can do this seated. Bring your arms forward. Your legs are about a hip width apart. Open the arms. So want you to send your hips forward, your chest forward as your arms counterbalance and go back. 1. Now rotate inward from the shoulders, round into your cat stretch. Back of the hands together. You'll shift forward and back. 3 more. That's my king of the world pose. And then round. Lift. And 1. And rounding. And coming up. Place your hands down. Prepare for downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees up. Send your chest back to your thighs. And walk in place. You're going to stretch one leg, twist towards it. 1. Lift and change for 2. Lift and change for 3. Lift. Last one for 4. Lift both heels up. You will go into a low lunge. So first lift your leg up. Don't kick it. Float it up. Bend your knee. Pull your knee into your chest as you round and step forward into a low lunge. This lunge will stay in for a little while. You can either keep knee over ankle, or if it works for you, go a little further forward. Your body weight is forward. You release your head and neck. I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit, literally hang out. Allow the weight of the body to give you the stretch. And if the front heel is up a little bit, that's fine, as long as it doesn't bother your knee. You're going to shift back 1 time, bring your hands with you, but this time lengthen spine. So you want to get this 2 straight lines. Might even be bent knee a little bit, it's fine. Lengthen up through the spine, through the top crown of the head. Now, as we go forward, this time, bring your hand on the inner side of your front foot, and you're going to go forward. So you might be here with the elbows bent. Options, I'll show a little bit from the side. Going forward. If you have blocks at home, you might even rest on blocks, or elbows down or head down. And breathing here. Stay in the pose. You can definitely adjust your front foot if you need wider. See if you can relax your head and neck. Stay with the breath. Check in on your spot again. How is it now? Is it the same? Has it changed? Has the areas around this spot, for example, above, below, or in front or behind, has that changed or altered in any way? Bring your hands in again. Wide angle, low lunge. Bring your hand to the inner side of that front knee, and you're going to just nudge it away as the chest lifts up, lengthening. Oh, I love this one. And go forward. Reach your arm forward. Reach your arm up. Get that rotation, and bring your hand to your lower back or sacrum. And here again, just gently nudge your hips forward. So you can tuck the back toes under. You can stay, or if you want to bend the knee, hand to foot, you can. Make sure you get this rotation before you go hand to foot. Because if you're here, you can see on me, it's just a longer distance. if I start to rotate, opening, this distance closes off. And breathe. Relax your head and neck. Open the chest. Think of something good. So to come out of this pose, if you have hand to foot, gently release it. Bring your arm back, up, reach forward, lengthen out of the back. Draw your hand in. Now we want to come back to downward facing dog. So lift the back knee up, send your hips up like there's a suction cup on your back, and bring yourself back with both knees bent to start. Release your head and neck. Ooh, how do your hips feel? Walk in place for 1 and change for 2, 3. One more. Lift both heels up. Press the roots of the fingers down. Send the sit bones away from your heels. Float your left leg up. Whatever you didn't do, bend the knee. Pull your knee in and lift up, 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 and then step forward into our low lunge. So in this lunge, you will go more forward with the body. And this, again, it really depends on your knees. If you're forward, it feels good with your heel off in front. That's so fine. Just what works. You're going to relax the body over the thigh and breathe here. Now use your hands, send your hips back. As your hips go back, the body lengthens. So I always like to think of this, the whole sides of the torso, front to back long, but side to side long, from hips all the way up to the armpits. Lengthen. Knowing that if your front knee is bent and you're still getting a stretch, you are definitely in the right pose. Other option is to flex ankle, but only if the leg is straight. Yeah. Let's move forward. Now the hand goes on the inside of your front foot. I'll angle a little bit to the side so you can be here, maybe further forward. You can use props if you have them at home, or elbows down. Release your head and neck. So the back foot, we get this question a lot, are your toes tucked under or straight? It really depends on what feels right for your knee. Yeah. Breathing here. Stay in the pose. Let's start to come up. Hand on floor, wide angle, low lunge. So draw your knee, gently press it out as we lift our chest away from the thigh. Keep sinking the hips. Melt your hips down. Bring that arm up, that one that was on the thigh, around. Options here, hand to lower back, nudge your hips forward. Or if you're feeling up to it, you bring your hand to your foot. And remember, you have this rotation, shorten distance, and breathe. Sometimes I do a little zone therapy here on my toes. So you can press your thumb into the root of each toe the back side. So it gives also your mind something to think about in that deep lunge. All the way to the little toe, gently pressing. And release the foot. Nice and easy. Arm goes up. So you want to lengthen. Reach forward out of the lower back. Reach forward more. And then draw your hand in again. Hands under shoulders. Tuck your back toes, stretch your leg. And lifting up, downward facing dog. This time go right to straight legs. Walk in place. So you bend one at a time. 2. How do your hips feel now? Ooh, they feel good. 4. Bend your knees, look forward. You can hop or take 2 big steps to the top of your mat. And as we inhale, lengthen up. You want contact with floor or shins. Exhale, nose to knees. Inhale, lengthen. Remember, this can be with bent knees. You want to get distance from your chest to your thighs. And then bring those 2 points together for 2. One more. Inhale, lengthen. This time, bring your hands right up to the break of the hips and pull your elbows up toward the ceiling. Squeeze the back of the shoulder blades together. Sink your tailbone down to come all the way up as you exhale, exhale, exhale. It's hard to breathe when you're talking. Arms to the sides. Open the arms, bend your knees, take your feet a little wider and open. So you can lengthen up out of the legs and extending back. Reach your arm back, your hips forward. As you go forward, rotate in from shoulders and give me that nice rounded back. 2 more. Inhale, king of the world. Open and lift. And exhale, pull back as you reach forward. And 1 more. Open. Lift up out of the lower back. Exhale, round to go forward. This time, come up and stand. Open the arms, forward fold. First full vinyasa, nose to knees. Inhale, bend your knees and step back to your plank, or you can hop this if you're ready. Pull chest forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and down to a low, high cobra or up dog. Pull abdominals in, send your hips back and up. Float your right leg up. Bend the knee, pull knee to chest. Round your back for high lunge. Hang out here. You're going to shift forward and shift back. Keep the front knee bent, just forward and back. Now this time, as you go back, stretch your leg, walk your hands back. Don't worry about the back heel coming down. Just focus on that front leg and the hip drawing back. Lengthen out the spine, lengthen out the spine. Now shift forward. Press down, left hand, walk your foot out to the side, gently nudge your leg out, stretch out your back leg. Looking forward, so bring that arm forward, up, around, and this time place your hand to your lower back, sink your hips a little more. Stretch your back leg so it's not down this time, the leg is up, it's extended and rotating. Now reach your arm back, up. Now reach forward like you did before. Reach forward more, hand on floor or fingertips, head on floor. Oh, up again. Hands come in for full vinyasa. Lift the hips and send your leg back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale to rise up. Lengthen the chest. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Float your other or left leg up. Bend the knees, step forward to a high lunge. Lift, lift more, step. And just shift forward and back. This is from the back leg. Shift forward and back. Stretch out your back leg. Stretch out the back leg. One more forward. Now, as you shift back, stretch your front leg. You can definitely walk your hands back. You can use blocks. You want to get distance from your chest to your thigh. That left leg is forward, and draw that left hip back just a little bit more, as if the sit bones could come in towards each other. They actually won't move, but the muscles around them are active. Now shift forward, right hand on floor. You can open up that front leg and press it out and lift the chest. Now reach that arm forward, up, wrap it around, place your palm right here on the lower back of the sacrum and scooch and sink your hips, stretching out your back leg. Rotate. Rotate. Breathe. Now we're going to move on so that arm goes back. Reach up. Now lengthen more forward. Reach out your back leg. Fingertips or hand on floor. Bend your elbows. Place the top of your head on the floor or towards the floor. Press down, lift up. Hands come in. And return to plank pose. Moving on. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to rise up. Downward facing dog. Walk the feet in a little bit more. You're going to outwardly rotate from your shoulders. Place both elbows down at the same time. So instead of this, see if you can rotate and lightly sink the elbows down for dolphin. You can even bend the knees if that helps. How did you do? Let's lift up again. Rotate, outward rotation from shoulders. Bring the floor up to meet your elbows. And lift up again. Bend your knees, look to the top of the mat. Jump or step forward. Inhale, halfway up. Nose to knees. Bring your hands to your hips and stretch your whole spine forward. Elbows come in towards each other. Lengthen up as you come down with the heels pressing into the floor. Arms along the side body here. Bring your arms back and clasp. So works a lot of things. One is stretching out your wrists from that vinyasa we just did. Let's take the feet a little bit wider. Roll the shoulders back and down. So if you can't clasp here, maybe you have a towel or a belt at home. Lift your chest. Two options: going forward, keeping your hands where they are, or going forward and lift your arms up. You can even bend your knees. Everybody bend your knees, bring your hands down, keep the clasp, press down and come up and renew it. So sometimes you get sweaty in your arms, your hands start flaying around. So you can use a towel or a belt. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, your hands come down, roll your shoulders back and down, and press down to come up. And this time, release your arms. Open and close at the wrists and the fingers, and bring your arms up. And take one hand to elbow. Shift your hips to that same side. Open up in that upper arm, upper back, side body long, and come up again. Reach your arms up. It's a little out of picture. Hand to elbow. Send your hips to one side. Breathing. Coming up. Arms come down. Reach your arms up again and clasp. So as you clasp your hands, your fingers, You can cross at the thumbs and the pointer finger forward. Bring your arms up overhead. So I want you to squeeze a little bit into that upper arms in towards your ears. And then hips one way and stretch the other way. Up again. Lengthen up again. And the other way. Side reach. And all the way up, open your arms and forward fold. Bring your nose to your knees. One more here. This time, bend your knees, hands to floor, step or hop back to plank pose. Stay in plank, open up your feet. So you're not together with the legs, they're open, and pivot your heels to the back edge of your mat. You want to pivot so you can look at the screen first and bring your arm up. So if you're hard on your wrist, go ahead and get that lower arm down, for this is a twisting plank. One leg front, squeeze your inner thighs together, exhale, round for one. Lift. Remember, this is not an elbow move. Pull the abdominals in and twist. And lift up. Stay here. Reach your arm up. Think of something good. Place your hand down. Pivot again. So this is your option if you want lower arm down. Pivot, shoulder over wrist, arm up, squeeze your inner thighs together, hands to the back side of the head, and twist. And open, twist. One more. Pull abdominals in. Lift, stretch your arm up, stretch it up. Look down, hand down. Come back to plank. Send your whole chest forward and lower down. Good, stay here. Get go. Bring your arms back. Press your fingertips down. Your fingers point back towards your toes, yes? Roll the shoulders back and down. Squeeze in on the shoulder blades. And lift your legs and your upper body off floor. Squeeze in. And lower down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, press down and lifting up. Squeeze. And lower down. Roll the shoulder blades back and down and lift. Lift from the back of the thighs. Now don't forget about the upper back. Roll your shoulder blades in like two sliding glass doors, coming together, gently closing, and then lower down again. Hands under forehead, rock the hips side to side. And move yourself back to Balasana. Breathe. Come on up again. So this can be done seated into a tabletop like we did in a warm-up. You can definitely use blocks for camel. So tuck your toes under. And make sure that your legs are about hip or shoulder width apart. If they're together, it's quite hard to find your heels. And we'll do a couple options. The first is here. You want to bring pubic bone under navel. Draw your elbows and inner elbows together. Send your hips forward. Lift the chest. Keep squeezing in. lifting up and knowing that you can stay right here or hinge back and take one hand to heel. Next option. The option 2 is to do one at a time. And some of you might be there already. Option 3, hands to heels and send your hips forward. Oh. Head up, hands in, lift up, and release the toes. So if you have knee issues, you might want to cross ankles or just sit back on a towel. Sometimes people with knee problems, it's hard to sit back hips to heels, so you can sit on something, bring your hands to your heart. And do a couple circles. So inhale, bring your arms up, open the arms, and again, through your center. And one more. Opening. And then coming up again. So you can do the same thing. Toes tucked under, camel pose. Or maybe you release the toes this time. Either way. So I'm going to go through the options. You can either do 3 in your own tempo or go through the options with me. So the first one here. So like we had before, the hips go forward. You want to lengthen out of the lower back. Support that lower back, lifting up and out of it. And then just hinge. Or maybe you hinge and take one hand to heel. Just do the option that works for you. Or hinge and you take the other. Trying to find it. Or maybe you do both, or you go to the first one again. Up, release. And this time, send your hips back. Walk your hands forward. Wide angle balasana. Release in your lower back. And let's come on up. Bring your legs around. Roll onto your back. And start to cross left over right in twisted root with the legs. So we're going to double this up. The arms to ceiling. You have left over right. So now we have right over left with the arms. Take your legs one way and the arms and body the other way. Breathe. Press yourself back. Keep the legs where they are. Open the arms. And then twist the legs the other direction. The arms out to the side. So you want to open up into that side, leg, hip, shoulders on floor, and breathe here. And come back again. Just change legs. Right over left. Left over right. And twist. Go the other way. It's quite restricted in the upper body. Let's see what you can do. Come on back. Open the arms and twist the legs the other way. So the leg that's on top is now the closest one to the floor. And bring yourself back again. Feet on floor. So we'll just bring your knees to chest. Open up the knees, bring the soles of the feet together. So the last pose here, you can stay, or maybe if you can, take a few rolling. So lift your feet up, lower back, and then roll down. So you can do a few of those, or otherwise you hang out here, getting that nice opening in the inner thigh, back of the thigh. Or lifting up. So just do one more on your own tempo. And then as you come down, releasing the feet, stretch your legs out on the floor or on the mat. And just to feel the difference, tighten up. So I want you to tighten up in the arms and the legs and even your face, make it really small and tight. And then release. And sometimes you don't know that you're tightening until you release. So let's do it again. So squeeze in all the muscles, tight, 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 tight. And relax here. Get yourself set up for Savasana, for relaxation. And stay where it feels comfortable for you. So you can lie onto your back. Stay in the pose. You might want a blanket over you or underneath your head. Allow your eyes to close. And once you get set up, taking a few breaths to come to this moment again, to this spot, to your spot. And the next couple breaths, check in on your spot that you checked in on at the beginning of class, a place that needed a little more of your attention, your breath, your time. And just notice how it feels now. What's going on in there? And notice what your practice, not what it's done to you, but what has it given you? Not what it takes from you, but what it gives. There's lessons in all the asanas. Even showing up your mat, onto your mat is the first lesson. Being in your own body and mind. Time to reflect. Time to wander. Time to dream and imagine. Time to tune in to that inner wisdom. We have an inner voice. We have an inner wisdom. Sometimes we choose to listen and sometimes we choose to ignore. And yoga can help us with this union, this yoking, this relationship, to listen, to honor, to respect that inner voice, that inner wisdom. And if it was to say something to you right now, what would it say? Listen with compassion. Take a couple deep breaths here. I invite you to stay in Savasana a little longer if you have time. Otherwise, let's together just squeeze and open the fingers, move the toes. The wrists can circle around, and the ankles circling. Draw your knees in toward your chest. Reach your right arm overhead and roll onto that side. So you can rest your head on the arm. Feeling the effects of your practice. Stretch the top leg out as your eyes start to open. And bring yourself up to a seated position, to your seat. Bring your hands together at your heart. We honor this practice. Honor the time that you've indulged and spent for yourself. Let's take a deep breath in together and let it go. In our closing, hands up towards the third eye, resting, acknowledging inner wisdom, and back to our hearts, also acknowledging the vastness, openness, and endless love we have. And from my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you for joining me. See you next time on the mat.